The school fees collection platform is divided into 5 parts. You have the dashboard, you have the receipt, you have the payments, you have the register, then you have the school details. So to start using it, the first thing to do, you input the details of your school, name of school, from name to the session and term. You input the address of the school and your classes. You put the classes basic 1 to whatever. Then you input your banks. Then from that, you now move on to the register where you input the details of your students. So you input the names of the students. You can see. After then, you move on to their unique number, which is usually the admission number or the student number. So this should be NO002. Once we've done that, the next thing to do after doing that is to select their classes. Put their classes beside them. Okay, let's say, for example, this is basic 1. This person is in basic 2, 3, and on like that. After inputting all the classes, the next thing is to put the fees to be paid by each of the students. So this is total debt owed for previous period. If this student is owing for last time, maybe 10,000, you input it. If it's not owing, you leave it blank. Then you put the total fees for this time. Let's say that is 80,000. Then if you are giving discount for the student, you put the discount. Then you do the same thing for the next person. Let's say this person is not owing and the fee is maybe 7. Let's say the fee is 90,000. That's how you are going to input all the fees for all the students, what they are owing and what they're expected to pay for the new term. So after inputting all their school fees details, what they're expected to pay for the time and whatever they are owing for the previous time and the discount, the next thing to do is to go to payment, where you will start recording their payment, the payment they made for. As they're making payment, start recording. So we start from 1. So the first payment is given 1. You put the date of payment. Let's say the date is 9th of November. So you can just put 11/09/2022. Always start with the month. So you put the name of the student. So let's look for one of the students here, John Bull. So we can put John Bull. One thing is very important, the unique number, that is the admission number or the school number, the matric number, whichever one. So for John Bull, it's NO001. So it must be included in the payment so that it will be recorded under John Bull's name. So we put the amount paid, let's say 60,000. And you come here and put the payment mode. Is it by cash transfer, bank deposits, and so on? Then you come here and put the bank. It paid into BBB Bank. Then you can come here and do the status. Status shows that it's not yet recorded in the register. We have not recorded it in the register here. So after doing that for John Bull, the next thing to do is we now come to the register. This John Bull has paid 60,000. So we come to the register and do the analysis. You can see the money has already come here under John Bull's name as 60,000, and it's showing that the cost, the details of the payment here. So this is showing unreconciled fees, 50,000. That means we've not recorded this money here. So what do? We come here, let's say tuition. Let's say out of that 50,000, we have 20,000 as tuition. Let's say we have books. Sorry, 20,000. Let's say we have books, 10,000. Let's say we have transport, 5,000. You can see the unreconciled fee is reducing. Let's say we have feeding. Let's say that is 5,000. Let's say we have PTA. Let's say that is 6,000. And the next thing, let's say we have developmental fee, and that is 4,000. So we've recorded all the, you can see there's nothing under unreconciled fee. So we've recorded all the payment made by this student. So that's how we do it for every other student. Just come here under payments to record their payment. But make sure you remember to put the unique number, which is the admission number or the student number, so that the payment can go under the register. So after doing that, we can now come here to issue receipt. So we can go ahead and issue receipt for the student. So we just go under receipt number. So what do? We click payment number. That's the first payment on that list. So once we click it, show all the payment details for the student. Can you see? It's showing the name already, the date of payment, the student number, amount received 60,000, being payment for the term, and the balance. So all we need to do is just to put the amount in words, 60,000 naira. So once we do that, our receipt is okay. We can go ahead there and print receipts. So we can go ahead and print receipt. So the next thing, so once you have recorded all the payment for the student, as you can see in the register, the next thing to do is you can go to your dashboard to show the analysis of your performance. So you can see the total fees you're expecting as a school, 445,000. The total receipts, 315,000. That is the amount you've collected. The outstanding you are still expecting is recorded. Advance receipt, somebody who has paid for next term, it will show it overpaid and has paid for next time. And you have unreconciled fees, maybe some payments that are paid and you've not recorded whether they are tuition or they are for books or they are for any of the payments. You can also see the analysis, class by class analysis, also displayed here. And also, apart from class by class analysis, you can see the analysis by payment categories, what you've collected for tuition, for books, for transport, for feeding, PTA, development, everything will be recorded here. And you can see the previous period, total debt collected for previous period, for those who owed previously and what they've paid. You can see all the payment received, whether this time or last time, everything is also recorded here. You can see the graphs and also class by class analysis. So it's so easy and simple to use.